No one talks about it, but I will. There's a laziness problem, especially in the Bengali community, in the South Asian community, in the brown community, and it's infecting our youth. It's now become a generational curse. It's no longer the uncle who have this issue. It's my peers. It's my youngsters. And if no one's gonna call it out, then I will. Like I said, I'm not the perfect messenger, but motherfucker, I ain't being quiet. I'm gonna make sure this shit changes. Because we've got mad potential, but we choose to stay stuck. We have future engineers, lawyers and doctors amongst us, but we decide, let's try a wedding catering company or a car rental company. There's 101 of them, fuckface. Go do something different. I wanted to be a WWE superstar when I was a kid. I wanted to be Randy fucking Orton. I'm not saying I'm gonna go be Randy Orton now. Doesn't make sense to. But what, am I now meant to settle and, actually I'll just be a barber then. I'll cut people's hair. Now on TikTok, I kind of wash it down for the masses. This is for winners. What, you wanna be a fucking barber? Touch people's greasy head all day. You're in a physical location, cutting for money every single day, exchanging time for money. Listening to people chat about their bollocks. That's what you want for the rest of your life. You ain't gonna do more than that. You're a barber. Nothing bad about it, but what's so great about it? I'm not here to glorify a barber. I'm not here to denounce one, but what's so special? Like I said, I know you've got more potential. This is why I'm saying, why are you settling for a barber? Why are you settling for a company that sets up stalls in weddings? Is that what you wanted for your life? On one hand, you're saying, I wanted to be a footballer when I was a kid. Wow, great aspiration there. That requires lots of training, mental fortitude, discipline, make sure you eat clean, turn up to training. Being a footballer is hard. And it would have meant that you had a whole different lifestyle. One that you probably wouldn't have done anyway. Because you're all talk. And because you can't get that, you thought, fuck it. Let's just go all the way down and self-spiral, self-sabotage. I'll just settle to fucking sell popcorn at the back of someone's wedding. Is this gonna be acceptable amongst me and you, bro? What, no one's got bigger dreams? So it's footballer or nothing. You couldn't meet in the middle? Football coach, physio coach, no? Football presenter, no? The guy who even holds a camera in the Premier League. That's still more fulfilling than completely straying off the path, isn't it? If you couldn't get to footballer level, why did you not work your way down the ladder? But that's the thing, no one taught us to do that. No one said, follow your fucking dreams. No one said that. You hear it on the internet, but your daddy, your mama, they never said it to you. So, the truth is, we inherited their softness. I have an issue with Asian uncles, if you don't already know. They're fucking soft, most of them. They give it a biggins at home, they'll shout at their daughter, and they'll shout at their wife, they'll shout at their mum. But most of these Asian uncles, they're little pipsqueaks on the road. You know that, right? Try road rage with an uncle. Not that road rage is good. They'll zip up like a little bitch. Most of these guys will fold. Most of these people will fold, and they're losers. If you're watching this, and you made it this far into the video without being brain rotted, you're probably a winner. You probably got that dog in you. So understand that most of these Asian uncles are pussies. That's the truth. These guys, they're scared of life. They're scared of taking action. They're scared of other men. You fucking loser. I'm scared of myself, motherfucker. I look at myself every single day and I'm like, there's so much potential here. I'm scared of unrealized greatness. I'm scared that one day I'll wake up and say, fuck, I could have been so much more. That's what makes me scared. That's what put that fear in me. So, I'm here to change the narrative for guys like me and you, so that we no longer inherit softness. We inherit structure. We inherit systems. So inherit mine, bro. I'm a few steps ahead of you. Inherit mine. I'm not saying to use it. I'm saying learn how to take action. Learn to be a man of input. And you'll find your own. So why listen to me? Well, I'm just like you. I'm a brown boy from East London, single mum. I didn't come up from no privilege. I didn't come up from poverty either. There's no point pretending you have to be from an extreme. Majority of us are in the middle. That's why it's called the fucking average. That's why there's a distribution curve. There's people at poverty, there's people at privilege. Understand, most of you fuckers, we're all in the middle. You want to dress it up like, my life was hard, my life. Shut the fuck up and get to work. Why listen to me? Because I grew up around it. I grew up around the shotters. I grew up around the crackheads at the back of the park. I did all of it. I've lived in and amongst it. I still speak to people. I'm not no fucking internet kid. Understand, I'm a boy who lives in the real world. And I come on the internet trying to help people because I got a good heart. That's the truth. I've seen so much wasted potential. I've seen the funniest, smartest boys I know go down the route of being a drug dealer for what? Because they quit on their dreams. They couldn't even be bothered to dream. They couldn't even curate their own dream life. No systems, no disciplines, just vibes. That's it. Vibes and vices. It's a whole bunch of balloons, Cali weed, and Vibes Cartel. That's it. That's that East London boy special. I've been there, bruv. Look at me. Look at the fucking state of me, bro. But I ain't like you, though. I'm in Prague trying to help young brothers out. Do you understand? Because I'm a winner. That's why you should listen to me. That's the truth. I could have been like them. You understand that I'm that age, right? And I'm not no internet wetty. Like I said, I could have been that. I could have been in the car. Hey! Get some little hijabi in the back of my car. I could have done all of that. Is that what we're settling for? Same pussy uncles that piss me off. The cycle's repeating. We are now breeding the next generation of these pussy uncles, by the way. That's right. These men, they're eventually going to snap out of it. Now they're in their hard boy phase, or they're in their drug dealing phase, or whatever phase you're in. But these are the people who eventually turn out to be guys who just quit on their dream. They don't necessarily love their wife to bits. They're working a dead-end job, or they're still struggling in the streets trying to make money off the roads. And they hate life. They're bitter. And their anger is never internal. They never can have enough courage to say, this is my fault. So they're angry at the world. And that's why you see these uncles, they eat guan, they spit out their beetle nut, and they're angry at the shopkeeper. They're angry at the mosque committee. They're angry at their daughter. Like I said, these angry uncles, Asian uncles, they're pussy because they can't do it internally. That's why they fight the external. Understand that if you can win the internal battle, the external becomes a lot easier. Hence why I built my systems. And it's going to repeat. Now, these guys might not be pussy in the sense where you can shout at them and they're not going to fight back. Maybe they don't. But your definition of pussy is different to mine. Same way your definition of a winner is different to mine. To me, a pussy is you are too pussy to not chase your dream life. If you had a dream and you quit on it, you're a pussy. And what are you going to say? What are you going to do about it? The only thing you can do is prove me wrong. And I wish you prove me wrong, bro. See, that's the difference between a winner and a loser. A winner doesn't care if another person wins. That doesn't take from my plate. Which is why I tell every single one of you, find your dream life and chase it. And if you want to let me in on it, let me know. I'll do anything I can to help. Because the more good karma I can accumulate, benefits me. Like I said, motherfucker, I'm a winner. I think of everything through the lens of winning. If I can help another person win, I know that helps me win. Simple. Man of inputs. Like I said, I don't care about the output. I don't care if you go on to be a success or not. I know my input is I help people. Problem we have in our Asian community, it's not about race, it's about culture, first and foremost. Although I'm framing it as Asian, Bengali, it's a cultural issue. It's something that's embedded in us. Not cultural as in a cultural celebration. Cultural as in workplace environment. Cultural as in family home environment. We were taught to be good sons, not great men, which is why I follow the frame of to be sons first and men second. We were never taught to graduate from the school of being a son. They tell you, oh, love your mom and be a good boy, right? Be a good boy. That's what we've been told. Asians say, hey, be a good boy, pray, whatever, right? To be a good son is the first task of a brown boy, to serve your parent. But you don't really graduate beyond that. You see, the graduation, the first thing I'm going to do to my son is for him to graduate from no longer being a son to being a man is, what do you want to do with your life? You see, because a son, that frame, means I listen to my parent, right? Your existence, your title is son. Son means you've got parents, right? And you listen to them. So now if I've graduated from being a son to a man, the first order of business is, so I no longer need to listen to my parents. I should take into account what they say, but I'm a man now. I've got action and urgency. God's made me a fully fit, strong, able man. I don't need to listen to anyone. I should take advice. I should still listen to my parents, but I don't need to listen to anyone. So the first question when you graduate from being a son, when you graduate from being a boy into a man is, what do I want? What's my dream life? If you don't have an end goal in sight, how are you going to achieve it? How are you going to lay out a war plan and work towards it? You can't. They taught us to be quiet, don't embarrass the family, study, eat, sleep, pray. But they never gave us the war manual afterwards. That when you become a man, you need to conquer. You need to have a dream, a target, a goal, and work towards it ferociously. Life is war. And even if life isn't war, what do you benefit by not thinking of it like that? See, there's a guy like me who thinks of life as war. So every day I wake up and I put on my uniform, my suit of armor, and I attack the day. How does it benefit you to think life is all games? Life is all fun? In what reality do you get ahead of me by using your mental frame versus mine? Come on, Spartan. This is why I call you lot Spartans. This is why I call you lot winners. And I call the rest of you sideliners. Because you either do or you don't. You either win or you lose. And we weren't taught this. No one taught us this. So look, if you're a kid watching this now and you realize that, look, no one's coming to save you, no one's going to fix it. If it's just clicked in your head right now that, oh fuck, I'm what Krizz is talking about. I'm in that middle zone. I'm no longer really that little baby son to my parents. But I'm not a grown man either. Then you're at the intersection of what I'm talking about. Conquer being a son first and then you become a man second. Conquer that I need to be able to curate and build a dream life and a reality that ticks off my last chapter of being a son and perfectly leapfrogs me into being the man I wish to become. How do we do this? Systems, systems, systems. That's it. You guys think there's going to be a different answer every video. Every video we're going to talk about shit and somehow end up at the same fucking spot. Square one, systems. Because there ain't much more to it but hard work and inputs. You see, this is a winner page. Winners don't overcomplicate. That's what simple, stupid people do. Winners will give you a clear line of sight. And I'm here as your winner, your commander, the guy with the high vis and the walkie-talkie learning from above. Build a system, and if you ain't got a system, follow mine. Regardless, if you don't, and you're running off vibes, then carry on listening to Vibes Cartel, driving around in East London rentals, having balloons and linking hijabi girls. You're a loser. Goodbye.